BodyBags, where horror lies.
What's up, BodyBags? Andrew here, back at you, coming at you with another week. I'm your Saturday host. Thanks, guys, for watching today. So this is Kaiju week. This is a special week. I actually don't have too many of these actually in my collection. I have I guess I would just only own the 2014 Godzilla and the one that I'm reviewing today, which is the 98 Godzilla. I don't actually own the original Godzilla from '54, but I really wanted to. I really want to. I've seen it before. Really liked it. Anyways, thanks for tuning in today. I'm going to review this one here, 98 Godzilla. So I understand that a ton of people, everybody, who are like Godzilla fans of like the Toho Godzillas are, to say the least, not fans of this film. I can understand that. So basically, I'll tell you the plot. It's a generic 90s plot. It's basically that you basically have Godzilla wreaks havoc in New York City, and you have these like very generic 90s characters, or actually generic big budget characters. Matthew Broderick and I can't remember the other guy's name. Oh yeah, Gene Reno's in this. Maria Patello and Hank Azaria, which I can't remember what Hank Azaria is from other than this, but he was always a funny actor. He's definitely like the comic relief of this movie. Even Matthew Broderick, I think everybody's kind of like the cheesy kind of comic relief characters in this movie. But basically, this movie is if you would take Independence Day and make it into a Godzilla movie. It's made by the same people. You got the same exact things. It's one of those, but it actually has more generic characters than in that film. A lot of films in the 90s I remember having kind of characters like this. I actually think that Jurassic Park really has a lot of the same kind of characters in this, very just basic characters. But so basically, my thoughts on this one. This is actually the first film I ever saw in theaters. I remember getting the Godzilla this as like a toy figure, like a big toy figure whenever I was little. I used to play with Godzilla and everything like that. So that brings back some really good memories for me. This definitely has nostalgia value for me. Like, I didn't grow up like watching the Toho Godzillas, and looking back on it, it's not a great film in terms of like the acting and the characters and the writing. All of that is mediocre, is bad. But the things that I personally enjoy about this film is, all the action. It's just a mindless action film. If you look, and if you can disconnect yourself from the Toho Godzillas, which I understand that most people grew up watching the Tohos, would not be able to do, it's a mindless, fun action film. It's just that. It's just a fun monster movie. I can definitely understand why people hate it. Some of the positives that I think all of us could agree on: it's really well shot. The cinematography looks really beautiful in this film. All of the special effects, especially for 98, definitely look rather good. And so they definitely are dated. They do look dated in quite a bit of the scenes now, but for what it is, for what it was for 98, it looked really good. It's definitely one of those movies where it's definitely got flaws, but to me is definitely an enjoyable film. It's got some good things and got quite a bit of bad things, but honestly, it's the nostalgia factor for me. The fact that this is the first movie I grew up watching, and I have the VHS tape of it, and I'm surprised I didn't ruin that, because I used to watch this movie constantly. So, that's pretty much going to be it for this review. I got some, there's not much. I can't really defend it and say that it's a great film by any means. It's a generic 90s movie, and that's just basically it. That's all you're going to get with it. If you can watch like mindless action films that are fun, yeah, it's going to work for you. So that's going to be all for this week. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. As always, feel free to put what you like or don't like. I know most of the people on BodyBags that do the reviews with me don't particularly like this movie, but I do know a few people who don't mind it. But yeah, just let me know your thoughts. And thanks, guys, for tuning in. And see you again next week. Peace.